Our goal is to transform the way mental health care is done in our country, not only for veterans and first responders and their families, but for everybody. My name is Ken Falke, and I'm the founder and chairman of the board of Boulder Crest Foundation. I spent 21 years in the U.S. Navy, primarily as a bomb disposal technician. I always tell people that combat forges warriors on the battlefield, but not everybody comes back stronger. I started back in 2004 helping physically wounded bomb disposal personnel from all the services. We live in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, had a big estate with 200 acres of land, and we started inviting these families out to our house, kind of a home away from home for the families that were in the DC hospitals to come out and get respite. And that's really what inspired us. We donated 37 acres of land, and we built the nation's first privately funded wellness center for this population. We knew as the war wound down, the physical injuries would wind down, but the invisible injuries, the mental health issues, would go up. It's estimated that about 30% of the 3 million people who deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan will suffer with PTSD. I talked to psychiatrists and psychologists and heard over and over again that what we do for veterans, specifically with PTSD, does not work. The treatments weren't working, the dropout rates were substantial, people weren't getting better. I did what I was taught to do in the military, and that was to take action.
Always look forward, always look where you're going. These guys want confidence, confidence, confidence.
Boulder Crest Foundation, we're the home of post-traumatic growth, a place and programs where people can learn to thrive in the aftermath of trauma. As we started to look at all the reasons the mental health care system wasn't working, stigma, dropout rates, lack of connection to the therapist, I said, this has got to be delivered by peers. It can't be therapy, it's got to be training. We bring men and women to one of our facilities, and for 7 days, like a normal military training regiment, we teach them how to live a great life.
You'll have somebody in a classroom learning about mechanisms to release stress, and then go out to an archery range and actually engage in a release. We'll talk about the importance of letting things go and talking about hard things, and then go walk a labyrinth. And so there's the opportunity to engage sort of all of the senses. We're building a world where people have the chance to live lives that are worth living. That's the opposite of hopelessness. That's the opposite of suicide.
When I came back from deployment, I compartmentalized. I put everything in little boxes and shoved it in the back of my brain. And by the summer of 19, I wanted to go to sleep and not wake up. Coming through the program and learning meditation, it forced me to be completely present. It was part of my healing process. This program, it's why I'm here. It's why I'm still alive today.
Everything in my life that I felt like I needed to change, I started to change after the program. The very first day, when you sit down with everyone and everyone starts talking about why they're there, and it felt so good not to be alone.
We've scaled from Boulder Crest, Virginia to now 12 groups delivering the Warrior Path program in different parts of the country. In addition to serving combat veterans, we serve first responders. And we're excited to have grown from a small organization that was serving about 750 people a year to 3,500, 4,000 people a year. Our belief at Boulder Crest is that if you want to live a great life, you have to show up as the best version of yourself every day, and it's not always easy. Men and women that come through this program send us notes saying things like, this program saved my life. Those are the things that really keep you motivated to go on. My name is Ken Falke, and my purpose is to transform the way mental health care is done in this country and teach people how to thrive instead of just survive.